What is a small psychological trick that you use to your advantage in everyday life? Being nice really does make life better. I had to get a cortisone shot in my shoulder. I needed it immediately as I was in a lot of pain. Went to the ER. Doctor was cranky and told me I should have made a doctor's appointment. I told him I tried but my appointment was too far away and I was in pain now. He told me I should have gone to walk-in clinic. I told him they told me to go to ER. He huffed and puffed. He was overworked and tired and annoyed. I apologized for not knowing any other options. He grumbled. He gave me my shot. I thanked him. Then I said, my grandmother would have said, today you got another jewel in your crown. Finally, he softened, smiled. Even laughed a bit. Then he sympathized with my situation and said he was sorry I was given the runaround. I could have gotten mad, used an angry voice, sounded stern or defensive. But instead I was nice. Just nice. And it made the whole situation so much better. BTW. My shoulder feels much better. This is brilliant. Might as well. I'm stealing this idea. Might as well read another comment while I finish reading this one. Face with tears of joy. Sounds pretty similar to my mantra, if not now, when? I use this to convince myself that while I'm already here, now is the best time to address it. Might as well steal this trick. This is definitely a good strategy. Precisely this. I'm in love with the way you put it. I might as well try this too, thanks. Mighty swell, might as well. I do this too. Whenever I get up to make myself a cup of tea, I empty and fill the dishwasher while I wait for it to sit for a couple minutes. As someone who struggles to get started on things, this is probably the only way I can get myself to take care of the dishes. I call it lil treat for future me. Sometimes it's hard for me to do things for myself, like cleaning, but easier for someone else. So I frame my future self as a different person, and it's easier to do little cleaning tasks for future me than it is for myself. I was trying to get on a flight for my job at 8 a.m. on a Monday. The airport was mobbed. Then suddenly all the flights to my destination city got cancelled due to weather and the place just went nuts. Earliest next flight anyone could book was like 36 plus hours later. People were going bonkers, yelling at the airline people, running from gate to gate. I was literally the one person at the gate for a sold-out afternoon flight who was not yelling and making a fuss. I was just sitting there quietly drumming my hands on the counter, staring into space. The attendant asked me if I was a musician. I told her, truthfully, I was, and we started having a great conversation about weather and energy and music and all that. I think she was enjoying momentarily ignoring all the people who were lining up to scream at her. I knew the flight was sold out, but I was enjoying talking to her, and I didn't have anywhere else to be, so I just hung out and chatted and watched her stave off this abuse over and over. After the whole line of people had been turned away, she says, "Don't forget what I told you about the energy now," and hands me a ticket. I told her I would write a song about her, and she gave me her number so I could send it to her, which I did. This won't be applicable to everyone, but as a sysadmin I've learned years ago that for career advancement it's much better to be visible to the rest of the company than 100% on top of things and mostly invisible. I will occasionally let something go wrong that I could have prevented because I knew it was coming, and have the fix ready immediately. You look like a hero for fixing things so quickly and management loves you. You have to space it out though. You don't want things going wrong so regularly that they start to question why things break, but you also don't want things never going wrong so they wonder why they even have you in the budget. When I got a job working with the public, I realized what a huge difference it makes when people are nice. So I've started doing it out in the world and it really is lovely. People are so surprised and happy about it. This is an underrated superpower. This stuff creates waves that reverberate throughout others' lives. Keep spreading that kindness, we need it. Sparkling heart. Username checks out face with tears of joy. You do sound extremely nice. Not letting people alter your mood is a powerful skill that lets you set the tone. The power of might as well. It's particularly useful if you're depressed and don't have a lot of energy to do things. So for example, if I get up to put food in the microwave, I'm going to be standing in my kitchen for exactly 1.5 minutes. Might as well put dishes away while I wait. If I've gotten up to grab my phone from the other room, I might as well take this garbage with me and put it in the trash can, instead of letting it pile up. I've just gotten home and am changing out of work clothes and into pajamas. I'm already standing in my closet. The pull-up bar is right there in the doorway. Might as well do 1 or 2 pull-ups. I even throw in a couple squats while I wait for the shower to warm up. Yes. The power of might as well saved me from my depressive state. It had been going in for months, but I slowly started saying might as well whenever I had the energy to do something, until I eventually started taking care of myself again and then my home. Never underestimate it. Edit, format. I've been training myself with this. And with the aid of a slide button list, it's working. I've been calling it doing a thing. Because my brain says do the thing and I often disregard it. Now I'm just listening to it and doing the thing. So far I've managed to alleviate a lot of minor inconveniences, and also trained myself into liking hoovering.